This club, the Professional Pathfinders Club, as the name indicates, is a club which is dedicated to guiding students in their professional journey. And we believe as students strive to make the grades needed for their successful completion of the respective courses that they are offering. It is important that they gain a better insight in making the right career decisions, which obviously is paramount, or let me say the paramount reason for being in school. And the truth is, a wrong decision can have a strong impact on your life, and if not careful, you won't be able to come out of that impact. Hence, this club is being established to provide students with a level of support in building their professional brand, as well as making the right career choices, and in the process, helping them navigate their way towards a successful and fulfilling professional future. As a club, we have a mission to empower students in their professional journey by providing valuable guidance, support, and resources. And we are dedicated to helping our members develop these essential skills, as well as make informed career choices and also seize industry opportunities through a range of activities such as internships, national service opportunities. We aim to equip our members with the tools they need to excel in their chosen fields and also navigate their ways towards a successful professional future. The vision is to create a dynamic and inclusive club that serves as the ultimate platform for students seeking to navigate their way towards a successful and fulfilling professional future. What we mean by this is we are looking at striving to be the go-to resource for students in their professional journey, offering guidance, support, and valuable opportunities for skills development, career choices, and industry connections. So the Professional Pathfinders Club aims to empower our members to make informed decisions, excel in their chosen fields, and become leaders in their respective industries. Now, as a club, what is our area of focus? Now, career exploration is one of the areas we'll be focusing on. We will provide comprehensive resources and guidance to help students explore various career options, understand industry trends, and also make informed decisions about their future paths. I spoke to one social scientist some years back, and I asked her, do you think a social scientist has an opportunity with the mining industry or any mining company? And she laughed and she said, oh no, social scientists, they're young coho. And I was like, oh, why? Why do you say that? And she said she knows the mining industry is for mining engineers and graduates with engineering backgrounds. And I was like, okay, that is interesting. It means you didn't even know that you as a social scientist could actually work in a department within the mining company. Hence, if you are even to apply for roles, you would actually skip all of these opportunities that comes with the mining industry and be focusing on the ones that you think provide those opportunities or those job openings for you. But in truth, a social scientist actually has a role to play when it comes to the mining industry. These are some of the things that we'll be discussing. Some of these things will be discussed. We'll delve into most of the industry opportunities, the trends, the career options within these industries, specific roles that you can fit in with a specific program of study, and then what are the opportunities that we'll be talking about. These are all things that the club will be discussing with the members, so members will gain a better understanding of the opportunities out there for them, so they have informed decisions in making the right choices. The other area of focus will be on skills development. We'll be offering workshops, seminars, and training sessions to enhance members' professional skills, including communications, leadership, and problem-solving skills, as well as critical thinking. Sometimes we tend to focus on the hard skills and we forget about these behavioral attributes or personal traits, which are important to develop as well. You realize that when you get to the corporate world, these are some of the things that actually takes you to where you need to be. It is not so much about the program of study, and Sabi said it rightly. In most areas, some of the courses that you read, you realize that most of the most of the specific things that are taught within the program of study will not actually be applicable when you get to the corporate world. Most of them you might not even remember, and you'll be surprised that some of the things that you actually got A in, getting 80% and all that, you might come to the field and you might not even use it at all. So the most important thing is what are the specific skills that are needed within the corporate world, and some of them cut across all industries, irrespective of whether you are an engineer or a social scientist or even the medical field. It cuts across all industries, and the importance that you develop these skills whilst in school before you move into the corporate world. These are some of the things we'll be looking at. We'll be looking at hard skills and soft skills. Another area of focus that the club will be looking at is internships and industry connections. It is very important. When I went around on this career fair and those that I've engaged with recently, you realize that in all my discussions, I always say try as much as possible to gain the experience. It is very important that you gain relevant experience. You could have a first-class graduate who would have no experience come to the industry and fail totally. However, you could also have, someone who has not had opportunity to actually get to first class, probably upper, lower, or even pass, and yet would come to the industry because of the exposures that he obtained whilst in school through internship and volunteering opportunities. They become exceptional. So we as a club, we'll be facilitating several internship programs. We'll have partnerships with various institutions, and I tell you, we are looking at having it across board, nationwide, so that when it comes to a time where we have to send people on internships, and we don't do it in a way that would actually favor you. If it happens that the opportunity we had is at a place that we think you being will actually be beneficial to you more than being at a place that is closer to your house, we'll actually send you there. And I remember our last internship program, those that came to Obuasi, we had the opportunity to actually rent a whole hotel. The whole place was booked for I think 2 months, and it was just occupied by our members. About 77 or about 97, I don't think I've forgotten, of them were here, and they were scattered through several companies that they've been paired with or attached to have their internships. And some of them even got national service opportunities through that. They actually ended up having their national service with the companies that they were attached to for these internships. So these are some of the things that we'll be looking at. I've just hit on national service, so I'll just move on to the national service opportunities. Now, when you look at the national service program itself, it is actually designed as a national program. However, it helps you to acquire a relevant 1-year experience. And it's very, very important. I'm emphasizing on the fact that you are acquiring 1-year relevant experience, because you realize that the system of education that we have in this part of the world, or on the continent we find ourselves, makes it practically impossible for students to be able to actually gain practical exposures and experience whilst in school. And it is believed generally that when a graduate completes the university, it takes them between 2 to 3 years to be able to actually fit into the specific roles that they are designed to fit into. However, because they do not have these roles, most often when they complete their national service, they go home and then they sit home, because most of the jobs that are being advertised will be seeking for 2 to 3 years experience for new entries. And it is a fact, because most organizations would want you to come on board with some level of experience. However, because of this challenge, other institutions have actually introduced a graduate training program to prepare students, fresh graduates, after their national service, with some additional years of experience within their field of study or profession or specialization, just to ensure that they gain these relevant experiences and become fit and capable to operate within the specific roles that they find themselves in, which is actually very good. So as a club, we will be looking at guiding you, assisting you in identifying and pursuing national service opportunities that would align with your career goals, allowing you to contribute to the society while also gaining valuable skills and experiences. And it's important that we embark on this journey, because people actually complete the university with very good grades, with very good programs, but end up spending 1 year of their time doing irrelevant jobs which had no experience or related experience to their field of study. Yes, it is good, because obviously you would learn something. I wouldn't say you wouldn't learn anything, you will learn something, but in terms of its relevance to your field of study, it will be practically irrelevant. And in the sense, it makes you securing your next job after national service within your field of specialization very difficult, which has gone a long way to affect so many people. So as a club, we will be guiding our members on the specific industries, specific areas or companies to even look at. First of all, having their national service and in which specific departments or specific sections. And this, we believe, would give them a foresight into, what they really need to be working towards. And when I say we, I'm talking about everyone, including the members themselves, because we'll be having several departments as a club. Now, this club is not going to be running just like your normal campus clubs. This is actually called a professional club because it will be managed just like any company, where we'll have the members as employees and we'll have sections which in some clubs they call them committees. We'll be calling them departments. Now, in terms of the professional development, we will organize events. One of such events that we organized actually was the campus industry engagement program. It was a big one. We brought heads, we brought senior managers, directors from the various industries. And I'm speaking about several industries: the health industry, the mining industry, the construction industry, etc. We had engagement with the students. It was a guest speaker session where people actually spoke about, the relevance of the industries and even how to get into the industry, what they expect from students and how, specific fields they need to move into. We believe this will provide insights into various industries, current job market trends, and strategies for career advancement for our members. So it's an area that we consider critical to the area of focuses that we'll be working around as a club. So basically, these are some of the areas that we'll be looking at. In terms of some of the skills that we will be working on, I cannot list all of them. However, I have a few that I've listed. I think this and that. We will do more than this. However, these are some of the areas that we'll talk about. And I remember when we were coming in the previous club, the Smith Tips Club, we had this main course, business communication, and people actually thought it was going to just be about communication, but it's so broad. It talks about writing skills, it talks about your email skills. All of that comes to play, and this is going to be something that we are going to implement once again. We'll look at advanced diploma in occupational health and safety. Now, there is an institution who is a partner. Actually, this course itself is charged, I think 6,500 for non-students, I think 1,500 or so for students. And I think if I'm getting it right. However, we are creating partnerships with these institutions. All of the institutions that will be running these programs will be charging, but we will look at how best we could subsidize it to the minimal cost for students to be able to afford. In most cases, it will even be free for students, because obviously, if we get sponsorships, we'll be able to use the funds from these sponsorships to support in paying for the members to participate. So these are some of the areas we'll be looking at. Microsoft Excel training, that is key to me. Everyone I speak to always mention Microsoft Excel training because it is relevant. It goes beyond analytics. It goes beyond graphical representation of data. It actually has a programming aspect, the visual basics for application. Being able to use it for so many things. We even look at Access. I didn't write Access yet, but Microsoft Access for database management and all that. We'll be looking at my MSkill, all of them. Project management is very key. Project management is very, very key. This is something that people pay so much. We pay so much, even as an organization where I work, we pay in dollars so much to just get our employees to be able to obtain project management, skills and even the certification. This is something that we are looking at making our members get within the club before they complete school. Also, presentation skills. Super. In most organizations, sometimes even right from your national service, you'll be presenting to your managers and employees and all that. It is important that you develop these skills right from school. And I know for most of the institutions, you actually be doing your defense. And for that reason, it means you actually be presenting. If you have these skills, developed enough, you realize that from your final year right throughout your career, you become so good and it becomes easy for you to stay. Okay. Now, these are some of the software programs that we are looking at in terms of software trainings that we'll be running. We are looking at AutoCAD, MindSight, Global Mapper, etc. We'll be doing more than this, but these are some of the few ones I could actually speak about. Okay. And then we also have a few professional partners that will be helping us with the training of some of these programs. We have the Imperial College of Mines and Safety, and this is an accredited occupational health and safety training institution, which will be responsible for training and awarding our members in advanced diploma in occupational health and safety. Also, we have the Center for Human Excellence, who will be responsible for training our members in training programs on leadership and supervision, management and continuous improvements, etc. They will be handling all of these trainings for us. So hopefully members that will be joining us would have the opportunity to participate in some of the leadership and supervision, as well as management and continuous improvements programs that we'll be bringing on board. So basically, this is what the club is going to be all about. One other aspect that I would want you to have a view of is the plan for the club itself. Now, in spite of all of these trainings that we'll be running, we are looking at having one major event each semester for each campus. And then at the end of the second semester, we'll be having a boot camp for specific trainings based on the specific programs of studies, or let me say, based on the specific professions within our membership. So that it means if we are going out, we are going to go on a vacation for like 2 weeks or 1 week, somewhere not on campus, but then somewhere, it could even be in Adan, where you have maybe a place like Upper Safari, where members will all come together. Then we'll have the facilitators joining us at these places. We'll book the hotels, they sleep, and then the facilitators will just come around and have the boot camps with the various members. We'll be grouped into sections, and then the sessions will be run for these sections, these members. And once they are done, at the end, we all go back. The essence is ensuring that we gain a practical feel as well as the bond. It is important that we recognize that if you're in the first year and someone is exiting in the final year, there is a high possibility that you might go and this person that was a student whilst you were there is actually a manager in a position of influence that will be able to actually help you. So it is important that as club members, we see ourselves as a family. We come together. Individually, we will be having our trainings on our various programs, our various campuses. That is why we are calling it chapter. We have the UMass chapter, the KNUST Obasi chapter, and then the KNUST Kumasi chapter. However, at the end of each batch, we are looking at having a boot camp where everyone will come together and then we'll run this program successfully. So this is all about the club. At the end, I'll give you the opportunity to ask questions if you have any, and then probably we'll take it from there. Now let's talk about how to register as a member. Now I mentioned that you realize that all of these things that we've spoken about involves money. And I mentioned that in the previous club, it is a club that we had limited numbers. We couldn't get up to 1,000. As I speak to you now on the group pages, for KNUST Kumasi alone, we have over 700 members. For the other campuses, I think we have, if you combine, we should have in excess of 1,000, obviously. Excess of 1,000. And that is why it is important that we are able to get the numbers. If we're able to get the numbers, it becomes easy. Instead of going to pay 2,000 or 5,000 for a program, probably be paying just 20 cedis or 50 cedis because of the numbers. It is not because, and it's not magic. It is only because we'll be able to pay for the facilitator to come and run the program. Sometimes it will be so free that you wouldn't have to even cough out anything. But the basic thing is we need to be able to establish the club with some level of commitment in terms of financial commitment. So the registration to be part of this club for this year, before we start the program, is 100 cedis. But at the end of the program, at the end of the establishment of the club, would obviously go up more than 100 cedis. What we are going to start with is 100 cedis for each member. If you are interested in the club, just make sure you take the opportunity to send me a message through the number that I'll be indicating on the PowerPoint. Let me know that you're interested. We'll create a separate group from the group that we created for interested parties. Now this group that we are going to create are those that we are going to start a club with. All right, I can't see any hands raised now, so I will bring the session to an end. I want to thank you all for making the time up to this time. I said 30 minutes, we've extended it to over 1 hour. So I want to let you know that I'm really grateful for your time. It is Sunday. Tomorrow, you guys have classes. You've made time for this. You're preparing for your exams. You've still made time for this. So I'm grateful and I thank you for this. Please take this news to your friends. Let them understand that something like this is coming to the campus next semester. The pending tax, if you're interested, please give me a shout on WhatsApp. Let me know that you're interested. You would want to participate in this remaining task that you're supposed to perform. And I would have a discussion with you on it. Also, those that are interested in registering for the club, please follow the process. Just contact me through WhatsApp. If you call, I might not pick. because I normally receive a lot of calls. So just send a number and send a message through WhatsApp. Let me know that you're interested in joining the club as a registered member, not just interested in being a member, but as a registered member. I'll take you through the process and then also get your details recorded. Thank you. Have a nice evening and we'll keep in touch. Bye for now.